it's not only okay that you are the black sheep, but it is honestly your superpower. And so many of us have been in this life path and have been convinced or patterned or conditioned that it's a negative thing to be the black sheep. To be the black sheep means that you are unconditional, that you are brave, you are courageous, you are willing to go against the grain, you are willing to live a life that is not normal to other people. And when a life is lived that is normal to other people because of the fear of going against the grain, it is limiting. It is partially being asleep, and it is, not going to make a difference in the world, and not a huge difference, at least. The black sheep in the world, like, whether you like Elon Musk or not, he is very much a black sheep from what I perceive, and also kind of alien-like. But regardless, because he's so unconventional, he has made significant changes within the world, like very significant technological advancements. And it's people like that change the world, like I said. And so you might not realize it and how much you've influenced those around you by being this black sheep. Maybe your family wasn't approving of it, and, there was a lot of shame because you were not easily controlled. But that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing that you were not easily controlled. When we look at the world right now, a lot of what is done politically, Arlo, I'm watching you. Look who we have joining us because he was eating grass, I see. Is it stuck on your tongue? Okay. Let me help you because that's going to be distracting. Arlo. Oh, this is motherhood. Okay. When you look at the world and you look at what's been going on, a lot of the things that are happening politically and within society are potentially in efforts to control people. And if you're naturally the black sheep and you naturally have that will to go against that attempt to be controlled, then you will be a leader for other people who start waking up on how to do that. And so maybe right now you can see how the pattern is playing out in being the black sheep. Maybe it's not as obvious when you were a kid. Maybe it's more obvious. But how is it serving you right now? So it's important to ask yourself these questions, like with any kind of challenge or significant thing going on in our life. How is it serving you? What is it providing you and doing for you? So even, in my perceived reality, it's like I was the black sheep in my family. My family has never quite understood me, except my dad. And so even on the farm right now, it's like I am in my own way a black sheep. We're all kind of black sheeps in our own way, which is beautiful because we've all come together and made like a black sheep farm mostly. And so it's nice to be able to fully embrace that and embrace the qualities that make you you. What happens so often in this life path is that we will suppress the parts of ourselves in order to receive approval and love. And at the root of that, your body and your nervous system is telling you survival. In order to survive, you have to suppress the parts of yourself that feel natural. But I hope that you are on this journey of waking up more and more to the fact that you don't have to suppress shit. You can be fully in your essence and embrace all that you are, all of the curiosity that you have, all of the joy that you are brought by certain things. If you can just embrace that fully and own the fuck out of who you are, then you will continue to be exactly what you've been meant to be in this life. And it's not like you're in the wrong place at the wrong time if you have suppressed parts of yourself. That was part of the journey that you had to go on. But now is your time to shine. Now is your time to embrace that all. And the more that you do that, the easier things will become for you, because the more in alignment you will be with your highest truth, your highest self. And when you become more and more in alignment with the truth of who you are, things just fall into place. That is what it means to be in alignment, right? And so, like, even yesterday when I went to leave the farm, like I was like, okay, I've been kind of suppressing a part of myself, like my independence. I think because when I moved to Europe and I was traveling all over and doing van life and going country to country and language to language and culture to culture, I was like, this is what I wanted, but I was overwhelmed at the same time because my van would break down in Spain and Austria, and I was just, I was overwhelmed. And so when I found this farm, I just kind of settled down and I let myself be taken care of, which was beautiful. But I had never even driven myself to the grocery store. In the past 10 months, I never have driven myself to the grocery store. Often, we will make a group trip and go. But more recently, in the past few months, like someone just does my grocery shopping for me. And yesterday I was like, I need to claim my independence again. Now that my van drives, and I just feel ready to step out into all that I've like created for myself in this nest that I've been in, this like little incubation period that I've been in. I went to the grocery store, which was so big. But really, I went to CrossFit and I went to the grocery store. I got a membership at this CrossFit gym and it felt amazing, like just to go out in the world again. And as I was just in alignment with, following my joy and following my curiosity, things were just lining up. The CrossFit gym, like a saying that is their slogan, is something that has always been like very near and dear to my heart. So it's Elise Volet Propice, which is kind of like the translation is she who flies by the beat of her own wings. And I have a wings tattooed on my side. It was my first tattoo ever when I was like 18. But I've always wanted to add that there, those words. And then I also have a bee tattoo and their symbol is the bee. And I was like, wow, alignment, alignment, alignment. And then I was walking out like do, 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 do. And my service light for my van had gone on when I was driving there. And I look up where my van is parked. It's parked right next to a mechanic that specializes in my van, in the make of my van. And they were able to just plug it in and tell me what was wrong. They gave me a date to come back. And, they're like, it's all free. And then I went to the vet for Duchess, my cat. And the vet gave me like the medication for her and was like, no, it's for free, don't worry. And I was just like, wow, this day is so in alignment and so abundant and just so easy and so flowy. And it's because I'm embracing, myself. I'm embracing my joy, my curiosity, and I'm going against what has been the norm, where like as weird as it is, it was kind of like a mini shock for people to see like, oh, she's going to the store herself. Like she didn't ask for groceries from like our group grocery run. And so it's kind of breaking patterns and being okay with that. And this is like a very small example, but it is an example. It's like breaking a pattern and stepping out of that and following the joy and curiosity. And then it's just like easy flowy, easy flowy. And so as a black sheep, your joy and curiosity is probably going to look a little different than most people. Some people might have like the joy and curiosity about like buying a house in this like nice suburb neighborhood, or like getting a new job that is like slightly higher in ranking than the last job that they had. And that's completely fine. Like that is beautiful. I often look at people like my cousin who's like that and I'm like, oh, that must be so nice to just like not have the calling to go sell everything that you own in California and move to Italy and like, buy a van and get a million animals and all these things. And so, but that is embracing who I am and he's embracing who he is. And so to have the courage to have those downloads as a black sheep that are unconventional and to go after them, and to also face the part where like when I told everyone in California that I was moving to Italy, some, mostly black sheeps, were like, that's amazing, like that is so wonderful, like you go girl. And then other people would be, oh, this is interesting too, other people would be like, why are you doing that, like you have everything here, like that doesn't really make sense, and just kind of like judgmental, which is fine. I learned a lot in this process. It was very interesting to observe. But also some black sheeps would get very triggered by me deciding to leave and go do this big change, this unconventional thing, because it kind of woke up that part within them that has that kind of calling, like something unconventional, but their fear is holding them back from doing it. And so it was, and I had this conversation with some conscious friends about their triggers towards me. And so we would go deeper, be like, what is this? And they would be like, well, because it's like something that I want to do, but I haven't been able to do it yet. And so seeing you do it is making me upset. And so I'm projecting that I'm angry at you, but I'm not actually angry at you. I'm angry at myself. And so it is a very, very interesting thing. And so we need to take responsibility for ourselves, and we need to see the parts of ourselves that we've been letting limit us and face those when we're ready. And, continue to go on this path of just remembering the truth of who you are and getting what you want, living a life in alignment with your joy and your curiosity. The more and more that you do that, no matter how crazy it is, the more rich your life will be, the more abundance you will see in your life, the more joy you will find your dharma, you will find your purpose, you will make a difference, you will do what you were meant to do on earth, you will have the experiences you were meant to have, and it will be so alive and so vital. But that doesn't mean that it will be perfect. It might be messy and chaotic, and it might be full of all these like heartbreaks and love and confusion and this way and that way, but that's the magic. You get these blocks to redirect you the other way, and if you can trust it and you can choose when you see the joy and the curiosity, and just don't listen to the outside blabber about how it's wrong and not safe and not right and not normal, you will have a wonderful black sheep life. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for even being here right now watching this video, because that means that you are embracing your black sheepness, and that means that you are making a difference in the world. When you embrace your authenticity, you are the most expansive frequency to others. Others are expanded by your authenticity. So just own it. Own who you are. Own what you came to earth to be. It is okay and it is safe, and you will find your soul tribe when you do it. If you're wondering why you haven't found like friendships and romantic relationships that are in alignment with like who you are and that support you in the fullness that you should be and that you could be and that you are, enough to be, that might be because you haven't fully accepted yourself. And so when you do fully accept yourself and embrace yourself, you will become that point of attraction and that magnet for those people to come into your life, and they'll be like, oh, I see you, but you have to choose you if you want other people to choose you for who you are, right? So thank you for being here. This was such a good one. And it's been a few days, but I've been charging up. I've been going through the depths of shadow work, and I just see so clearly now. And I see so many beautiful things coming up to the surface and meeting the light, and coming up to the surface and meeting the light. And I've been choosing me, and I've been choosing truth, and I've been choosing light. And that has been such a beautiful, intense, but beautiful experience. And so I am very happy to be back here in this new level of energy that I'm embracing. So I'm also in my program Decondition right now. We are on week 2, but if you sign up, you'll just start at week 1, and you can go through the process exactly from the day that you start. And it's a 12-week course. It is meant to help you decondition your mind, to start seeing past your limitations, to start remembering the truth of who you are, and start stepping into your highest potential, living a life of abundance, of freedom. Like right now, it's incredible to be living in Italy on a horse farm. Like I'm going to go back to the farm right now and jump on a horse that I rescued, and go ride through the Italian countryside, and then come back and work on my roof and building my little area, and being with my animals and being with people that I love. And it's like so fun that I get to just sit here and make these videos and upload them and like do exactly what I want to be doing. And what you want to be doing is completely available to you when you decondition your mind of the limitations that have been holding you back from it. So that program is designed for that. If you want to sign up for a shorter program, I have 21 days to rewire your mind, which also supports you in that kind of stuff in just a shorter time, with less amount of lessons and whatnot. And decondition, like there's a library of meditations, of sound therapy, of mindful movement, and of EFT tapping, and all these other lessons that come in every single week's module. So there's more in there, but 21 days to rewire your mind, super powerful. 21 days to know your divine guidance is all about going into your heart space, learning to communicate with your angels and guides, super, super powerful as well. I recommend usually 21 days to rewire your mind first, so that you can regulate your nervous system, and then you are more of a clear channel for your divine guidance. And if you want to work one-on-one with me, I have that available as well. That is only for coaching and mentorship and guidance. So please know that and respect that. And I love you guys if you want to book just to talk to me, but that is not the purpose of that session. But if you want to work together, that is available. And I'm going to go on this ride. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Goodbye, my black sheeps. If you're a black sheep, let me know in the comments. Say, I love being a black sheep. I own being a black sheep. Okay. I love you guys. I love you, black sheep. I will see you later. Bye. Okay, I just had to add this to this video because I just got back from a ride and I wish I got a video of this, but we rode by these sheep that I see every single day. I walk by them every day to go make my videos, to take the dogs on a walk, and I've never seen this before. But there were a ton of baby sheep and they were all black sheep. And they might just like be black sheep babies and then they turn into the white sheep later. I don't know. But it was like all these black sheep, all these new born black sheep. And so let yourself just embrace this transition time, whatever you're transitioning through, whatever you're stepping into, whatever you're being reborn into. We go through many cycles of life in life, a lot of death and rebirth within a lifetime. So I was like, this is the coolest synchronicity, another thing of just ease and flow and manifestation and validation. So I wanted to add that and just make that, you know, known that you were meant to be here in this video. So whatever you got from it, whatever value you got from it, just know that it was really, really meant for you. Okay, that is all. I will see you in the next video. Bye.